RWA, would you like to hear Bert McGrand hit the high note? After all, he did vote for the current president, James P. Cicero. You might be wondering why I'm carrying this, and with the new circle running around these days, this is a pretty good weapon, don't you think? Authentic 1800 samurai sword. But as a token of appreciation, this is not for me. This is for a certain someone who's become near and dear to our hearts in RWA and has defended this company with pride. Hot Wheels, hit the man's music. I know he's not expecting it, but he'll come out here, I'm sure, in a few seconds. And crank it up. You don't have to understand much English, my friend, to understand that they love you. And so do we. There it is. She has a few words to say before we move along with this little presentation. Take it away, dear.
I especially want to make sure that I was here for this because you were one of the very few people that have been there for me no matter what. So I definitely wanted to show how much I love you and appreciate you and for always being there.
Without further ado, and I mean no disrespect because I'm not sure how to handle one of these, it'll be in much better hands in your hands. From RWA to you, I'd like to present this gift. Use it as you wish. For bringing all the RWA. That's just one of the rewards for being here and representing these people. Now, who's ready to get on for some in-ring wrestling action? Who's ready? Come on.
And now, wrestling fans, as we prepare for the opening match, it is now time for the stars, the thrills, the violence, and the mayhem of RWA Open season, featuring the superstars of the Renegade Wrestling Alliance. We are coming to you from the West Newton Gym, West Newton, Pennsylvania. We will have no less than 8 blockbuster matches, including 4 RWA Championship bouts. I am your ringside commentator, Hank Hudson. I'll be joined later on commentary by old school Bert LeGrand. In the ring now, the first of 4 championship matches here tonight on RWA Open season for the RWA Tag Team title. The official in the ring is senior official Tommy Trueblood. Seems that the new circle is taking offense to what is said on that sign that Chris Taylor is holding right now. And now the savior of professional wrestling, the Rev Ron Hunt, taking offense to whatever the crowd is chanting. The Rev Ron Hunt is the RWA's answer to Elmer Gantry. The wolf in sheep's clothing, the false prophet of the RWA. Tommy Trueblood calls for the bell. RWA Tag Team Championship on the line in the opening match. If this is the opening match, what are the caliber of the other 7 matches? If this is the opening match, what a card here at RWA Open season. A near capacity crowd here at the West Newton Gym. Finally, we're getting down to some in-ring action, Bert.
Indeed, Hank Hudson. What a pleasure it is to be with you, man. I'll tell you what, it absolutely is.
We got the wise guy, Jimmy Cicero, in there. I hear wise guy. That sounds like it has some kind of mob or underworld connection.
Indeed it is. But he is the president of the Renegade Wrestling Alliance, the duly elected president of what we do here in the RWA, Hank Hudson.
Is it like when the mob infiltrates the Teamsters or something? We got a wise guy in there like running the RWA.
No. We had an election fair and square 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago at this point, and he won that election. Hank Hudson, that's the way we do things here. I put my support full in his corner.
You helped stop the ballot, I guess.
No, one man, one vote. I believe in the democratic principles of America, Hank Hudson, and the RWA as well. One man, one vote. I voted for Jimmy Cicero. He won the election fair and square, Hank Hudson.
I think if J. Edgar Hoover was watching what's going on here in the RWA, he'd be spinning in his grave right now. If J. Edgar Hoover was still alive, this wise guy, Jimmy Cicero, would not be running the RWA.
That's how it happens here in the RWA, man. But I'll tell you what right now, like you said, big matchup here. A main event any other time in the RWA, but it's the first match. That's how good tonight's card's going to be, Hank Hudson. I'm excited, my friend.
Oh, Chris Taylor fooled the wise guy there. He feigned he wanted a Greco-Roman knuckle lock test of strength. They kicked him right in the gut.
And you know, there's a lot of pride at stake here for Ryan Edmonds and Chris Taylor because they are the original circle. And of course, you have Cicero, you have Rev Ron Hunt, you have Bronco McBride, call themselves the new circle, right? Taking the mystique that the original circle had, Taylor, Edmonds, and of course Ryan Mitchell, Steel City Prodigy, taking that, twisting it to their own needs, to their own benefit, Hank Hudson.
I think as far as these RWA fans, they're rabid and true fans. I think as far as the new circle is concerned, I think they're a bunch of circle jerks to these fans.
Oh, see now.
Yeah.
Hank Hudson, you're buying in, man. You're buying into what they're chanting.
Well, Ryan Edmonds getting the better of the Rev Ron Hunt. He claims to be the savior of professional wrestling. I think he's going to have a lot of trouble in this match saving his own hide.
Now, you see, Yeah, it's very funny because Ryan Edmonds, he has a history in the RWA of being one of the most nefarious characters we've ever had here. Done some truly, truly evil things. Yet all it takes is a little bit of a change in philosophy, and now the fans are fully behind what he and Chris Taylor are doing.
Yeah, but can a guy like Ryan Edmonds be trusted? If he was so evil in the past, can he be trusted?
That's a good question, but the circle runs deep. The brotherhood in the circle runs deep between Taylor and Edmonds.
Well, it's safety in numbers with so many members in the new circle.
The presence of Dino Cicero, who was Jimmy Cicero's campaign manager during the campaign to become president, the presence of Dino Cicero at ringside has really done wonders for the entire new circle. Dino Cicero makes himself a presence in every new circle match, making sure they're duly represented.
Is that why the fans call the Ciceros the cheating cousins? Yeah.
Time will tell, Hank. Time will tell. I hear a little bit jealous in your voice.
Yeah. I don't know. It's the first time I've been back at RWA in about a year. And what I heard from these fans so far tonight, they're not very complimentary about the new circle members.
Trying to fill my shoes. I understand, Hank Hudson. I get it. I appreciate your attempt to fill my shoes here in the RWA. But quite frankly, only one person can do what I do, Hank. I love you. Yeah. I've been a fan of yours for as long as I've known, man. My very first gig in professional wrestling is feeling good for you, man.
Oh, but Bert, I mean, you're known by the company you keep. It seems like you're cronies with these guys in the new circle.
2001, Kings Court in Oakland. I was feeling good for a guy named Hank Hudson. I was a greenhorn, man.
Yeah.
But let's see it here. Let's see it.
Well, I mean, I hope Cicero doesn't get counted out of the ring. The title can't change on a count out.
Well, I call it the champion's advantage, Hank Hudson. Correct? Is that not the champion's?
Yeah, well, it's true.
Is that not the champion's advantage? Cicero and Ron Hunt know what they need to do to keep the title.
That's why we have things like cage matches and chain matches to keep them from abusing that role.
This isn't that, is it? This is a straight-on 2-on-2 matchup. Dino Cicero at ringside. Let's see what the original circle can bring to the table.
Okay, Edmonds in now with Cicero. Pulls the rope on Edmonds, and Jimmy Cicero tastes the hardwood floor.
Let's see what the ref's doing here.
Oh, wow. Oh, the ref backdropped over the top rope. Ryan Edmonds has shown why they call him simply the best.
He is in control. Ryan Edmonds can take over a match like no one else I've seen. Chris Taylor.
Oh, a flip plancha. Oh.
Wow. Chris Taylor, unbelievable maneuver by Chris Taylor.
He killed 3 birds with 1 stone with that dive. And this near capacity crowd here loving it.
What's Edmonds? Is Edmonds going to try something? You're kidding. You're kidding. A man that size.
His was a little less dramatic than Chris Taylor's.
A little more methodical, Hank Hudson. A little more methodical. I can see that, but
still very effective.
Still very proud of himself too. Ryan Edmonds is.
Yeah, he must be close to 300. Mr. Edmonds.
Absolutely, he is. He's a big man.
The challengers, Ryan Edmonds and Chris Taylor, totally in the driver's seat 7 minutes into this match.
Absolutely, very early on here. They're in full control of this match. What can they do now? What do they need to do? What do they need to do to keep this control? Because there's 3 of the new circle in this match right now. They have the champion's advantage. There's some inherent obstacles the original circle has to overcome.
The poor Rev is, he's got the birds chirping in his head and seeing stars.
Here we go. What do we got here? Right.
Looked like Cicero was trying to reverse atomic drop, but Taylor beat him to the punch.
Literally.
All right, wrong corner, Chris Taylor.
A rookie mistake by a veteran like Chris Taylor, not knowing the ring positioning there.
Well, we got some old school manipulating of the referee here. Yeah.
Call my name, Hank Hudson.
That's almost a lost start in wrestling today. False tags and manipulating the referee in a 4-man tag match.
That's that veteran leadership of Cicero, man. That's the veteran leadership. He's been around for 20, 25 years in this business, Jimmy Cicero.
I did shows with him in the 70s.
Oh, wow.
Late 70s, 20 years ago.
Wow.
Him and guys like Q-Ball Carmichael, they were a big collect then, you know.
Him and Q-Ball ran the day, but look at this right here and now, though. That was then. This is now.
Look at that teamwork on the outside, Dino, Cicero.
Very smart leadership by Cicero and the Rev.
Pulling the rope away so Chris Taylor can't get a rope break.
Very, very smart positioning by Dino and Rev. That's the advantage they have. Again, the wrong part of town for Chris Taylor. He's in a bad way right now. They definitely have the advantage on their side. Oh!
Yeah, everything was going their way until he got caught in the wrong corner.
Notice where he kicked him. He did not kick him in the dangerous area. He kicked him right underneath the thigh. That's very close. Smart move by Ron Hunt. You can tell he's learning a lot under the tree of Jimmy Cicero.
Well, we got the senior official, Tommy Trueblood, joining on the spot there. They couldn't get away with it if they tried.
Making sure, absolutely.
Yeah. No, this Rev, he's a master of the mind games. This guy sold his soul to the devil a long time ago, the Rev, Ron Hunt.
He's got the Lord on his side, though, Hank Hudson. He has the Lord on his side.
All right, Boston Crab, it looks like.
All right.
Right.
And the size of Jimmy Cicero comes into play here. Yeah. It's not just a Boston Crab. It's a Boston Crab with a man the size of Cicero. Taylor powers out. He gets to the rope. Cicero's got till 5 to break the hold.
Veteran maneuver there by the wise guy.
Indeed, and he draws Edmonds in to allow for some more double teaming by the new circle on Chris Taylor. Edmonds' attempt to help Taylor is in fact hurting him even more. The irony is delicious.
Well, you got a great veteran in there, and Jimmy Cicero knows how to manipulate the referee, manipulate the opponent.
He really does.
10 minutes gone in this 1-fall, 45-minute time limit match for the RWA Tag Team title. Backdrop try, sunset flip, takedown by Chris Taylor. 2.5 count.
Hunt kicks out just in the nick of time.
Cicero's still got a gimpy leg here. He had that figure 4 leg lock on him, the Boston Crab. His legs are still weak under him. Oh, look at a hard punch there.
A little bit of an Ox Baker technique by Rev Hunt.
Yeah, or stand the man Stasiak.
That's right, right. Here we go. Taylor fighting back now. Still plenty of fight left to Chris Taylor. Never count Chris Taylor's heart out of the match.
I agree 100%. Now the Rev is rubbery-legged from those punches. Oh, he really jaw-jacked him with that blow. Diagonal whip, far corner. Taylor charging. Forearm right across the bridge and a diagonal run for a bulldog.
All right, Taylor has to get to Edmonds right now. He has to. He's in a bad way. He has Hunt temporarily compromised. He has to somehow make his way across the ring through Hunt to get to Ryan Edmonds.
But Hunt's got to be worse for the wear after that bulldog.
Edmonds doing what he can to get Taylor into the match, to get Taylor fired up enough to make that tag.
Both men crawling to their corners.
Hunt's crawling over. There he is. Cicero's tagged in. Edmonds tagged in. The big guy's going at it.
And the 2 big men in there now. 2 fresh big men. Ryan Edmonds cleaning house.
Edmonds with the advantage right now.
A whip. Cicero rebounds. A pointed elbow right under the chin. The Rev kicked down the ringside. The challenger's now going. They're going full bore now. Cicero prostrate in the center of the ring.
Edmonds taking control of the match. Here we go.
Taylor mauling the ring post. Oh no, there's Dino Cicero. Oh, he pushed and crotched.
And the ref wasn't looking. Tommy Trueblood was not looking. Dino Cicero.
He's laying a 10 count on Jimmy Cicero. He missed the crotch by Dino Cicero in the corner. And now Ryan Edmonds tossed out to the floor.
New Circle will take control of this match just like that.
Chris Taylor.
So quickly. What do they have in store for Chris Taylor here? This is like a double team maneuver by the Rev and Jimmy Cicero.
Double team superplex coming up, I believe.
Here we go. Nailed it to perfection. Jimmy Cicero and the Rev Ron Hunt. This could be it for Chris Taylor here.
Cicero with the cover. Oh, 2 7/8.
Taylor kicked out just in the nick of time, Hank Hudson. Just in the nick of time. Still a sliver of fight left to Chris Taylor.
And we had that cheating cousin at ringside, Dino Cicero, almost cost the challengers the match.
Sounds like a lot for him. Cicero and Hunt in total disbelief.
All right, now we got the belt in the ring, one of the tag team belts. Wise guy Jimmy Cicero, Tommy True Blood distracted by Hunt and Dino Cicero.
Trying to get up.
Ryan Edmonds
Edmonds making his way.
Trying to get into the ring. Taylor ducks the blow. Edmonds ducks the blow. He throws Cicero into his partner. Oh,
kick.
Right under the chin with that one.
Drop kick. Edmonds in control of this match. This is their chance. This is their shot, Hank Hudson.
Dino Cicero
directing traffic.
Distracting the ref, and now
Jimmy with the belt.
Wise guy got the belt again.
Nobody sees it.
Oh, he brains Ryan Edmonds. Referee did not see it
at all. Here we go. That's a 1. That's a 2. Edmonds kicks out in the nick of time.
Oh, I was just ready to say what a travesty of justice.
Edmonds kicks out in the nick of time. They've both done that.
Somehow, some way.
Jimmy's in disbelief. The plan has been foiled.
The new circle reaching deep into a bag of dirty tricks, and so far nothing is getting them the title defense as of yet. We're approaching 15 minutes.
A low blow to Cicero. Again, the ref wasn't looking. Dino had the ref distracted. Edmonds going to take care of the Dino Cicero problem. Look at the ref.
Whoa.
Oh! I heard that all the way up here. Can't take care of the new circle. That's Jimmy trapped. This is their double choke slam.
Double sit-out choke slam.
Choke slam. This has got to be it. 2-on-1. Hunt's eliminated. Dino's eliminated.
Who's the legal men, though, in this match? I've lost track.
I've lost track, too, Hank Hudson. I'm trying to keep tabs on these things.
All right, the ref got a chair at ringside. He's bringing it into the ring.
Champion's advantage.
Tommy Trueblood.
Look at this.
All right. Marshall the Bull Gambino. He's not even scheduled here tonight.
It's been months since we've seen Marshall the Bull Gambino. Marshall the Bull.
Oh, he brains.
Rex Edmonds.
Ryan Edmonds with a chair. Referee still distracted. Marshall the Bull in the ring. Nearly 300 pounds.
Marshall the Bull in full control of this match. Referee Tommy Trueblood, he sees him. I think this is the freebar rule that's in effect here. Any member of the new circle can do it any time per the rules of the president, Jimmy Cicero. That's 2. That's 3.
Oh, what a travesty.
Here are your winners, and still RWA Tag Team Champions, the Rev, Ron Hunt, and the President, Wise Guy, Jimmy Cicero, the New Circle.
Well, Bert LeGrand, this was anyone's match until Marshall the Bull Gambino out of nowhere came out and brained Ryan Edmonds with that chair. The New Circle retained.
They took over, Head Cuts, and they absolutely did. Big win for the New Circle. By hook or by crook, they got the job done. They did what they needed to do, Hank Hudson.
By hook or by crook, the New Circle are still RWA Tag Team Champions. RWA Open season will continue. And fans, RWA Open season continues with our second of 4 championship matches tonight. This one for the RWA Women's Championship. The newly crowned champion Holidead against the former champion Jessie Belle Smothers. One fall, 30 minutes. And Holidead now with us, spinning horizontal side slam. Jessie Belle trying to roll to the ropes, but no go. Oh, a standing big splash from Holidead. Oh, this is going to be a real cat fight here, Bert LeGrand.
Absolutely, Hank Hudson, a real cat fight indeed, my friend.
I know a year ago, the last time I was here, Jessie Belle Smothers was beating everyone for the women's title. Then a few months ago, out of nowhere, from the other side of darkness comes Holidead to take the championship.
Indeed, Hank Hudson. Jessie Belle held the belt for longer than any champion in RWA history has held any title. And Holidead comes out of nowhere. She had a couple cracks out before, but she came out with the champion. She came out the champion. There's a new landscape in the women's division here in the RWA, and the top of the heap is Holidead, whether or not Jessie Belle likes it.
Yeah, I've been keeping up on what's going on with the RWA, and I couldn't believe that Jessie Belle was finally defeated. And she's kind of had a change of attitude since the last time I seen her a year ago, Jessie Belle.
You know what? I think she's gotten fed up. Her and Shane Andrews are both frustrated with the way things are happening here in the RWA. They try real hard. They try to do right by the fans, right by Feel Bad, right by the order of the RWA. And here comes the new circle. Here comes the other outside influences wrecking their lives, ironically enough, at every turn. And they've really had enough, Hank Hudson. That's the situation with Jessie Belle and with Shane Andrews. They're fed up, and they've had enough.
Well, the bad boy Shane Andrews is still the RWA heavyweight champion. I heard he's even changed his ring tactics in the last few months.
You know, he has. He's gotten more aggressive. It's that training from Mr. Fuji. We'll see him later on. But it's really been a function of just frustration more than anything else. They're fed up. They're frustrated. They don't know what else to do.
And Bo Browning, the official for this contest, really got his hands full there. Now you got the bad boy Shane Andrews putting in his 2 cents, and Holidead is not intimidated by him at all. But mission accomplished by Shane Andrews. Now, no, that advantage didn't last very long for Jessie Belle.
Holidead is really an accomplished wrestler.
She's trying to set up an inverted Boston Crab there.
Got it.
Inverted, maybe a swinging one.
Look at this. Look at this
a rocking
move.
horse.
Look at this move.
Oh, that's a punishing. Sort of a rocking horse combination of a Boston Crab and a
Unbelievable submission
surfboard.
hold by Holidead. And the referee is tied up with Shane Andrews.
Yeah, Jessie Belle might have been even if submitting.
Smart move by Shane Andrews. Jessie Belle could very well have tapped out here. The ref had no chance to see it because he was tied up with Shane Andrews.
Well, there was no way for her to tap out. Both of her arms were tied up.
All she could do is yell, scream, I quit.
Yeah. What improvisation there by Holidead. Sort of rocking horse surfboard. That looked really brutal. I wouldn't want to be caught in that grip.
And this is the feistiness of Jessie Belle shining through right here.
Both of these women in tremendous condition. Yeah, washboard abs, and these two women are athletes. I've seen Holidead in some other organizations recently, and I've yet to see her defeated.
Holidead is a force in the women's division, as you said, wherever she wrestles, be it RWA and otherwise. She's really making a name for herself on the independent scene.
Yeah, she's wrestling everywhere and winning everywhere.
Absolutely, Holidead is. But Jessie Belle, she belongs to RWA. RWA belongs to Jessie Belle. As far as Jessie Belle is concerned, this is her land. This is her ring in the RWA. And Holidead right now as the champion is just an interloper.
Look, a full leg Nelson and surfboard. That's a combo hold by Jessie Belle, showing a lot of improvisation.
Does a lot of submission holds in the middle of the ring, does Jessie Belle Smothers. Count of 2.
But Holidead had the presence of mind to push back and almost pin Jessie Belle there in her own hold.
That's the chop in, Holidead does. That's 2 fighting back. Effective strikes. Oh,
they hit each other's fists there or what? I can't tell what happened there.
She raked Holidead in the eye, it looks like. Holidead favoring her eye.
Look, they both got hurt by something there. My eyes aren't that good.
Oh, heck. Don't tell me you're getting old, man. Don't tell me you're getting old, man.
Fortunately, I am.
If you're getting old, that's no hope for the rest of us. Jessie Belle take control of Holidead.
Flying blow to the throat there, gets a 2 count.
2 count by Bo Browning. Holidead trying to get the crowd into it here, trying to get the crowd on her side. Getting that momentum back is Holidead. Right now, Jessie Belle, another submission hold. Look at this.
Oh, she's going to bang her head.
We've seen this before. 5. Effective move by Jessie Belle and Holidead.
That's what they call head banging without the music, without the hard rock.
Good point, Hank Hudson.
But I saw Jessie Belle do sort of a double leg drop with looked like the heel of her boots, like going into the midsection of Holidead. I've never seen that before.
Jessie Belle is a very effective wrestler when it comes to positioning her body to do the most damage on the opponent's body.
Well, she got that Smothers blood in her.
That's right.
Wild-eyed Southern boy Tracy Smothers blood.
Tracy Smothers is, of course, Jessie Belle's father. Snap mirror out of the corner. What's she going to do now to Holidead?
Now a surfboard hold, a seated surfboard.
The pressure on the small of Holidead's back.
I mean, a few times I've seen Jessie Belle. She uses such a wide variety of holds and maneuvers. She's very versatile in the ring.
Indeed, Jessie Belle is. Holidead trying to do whatever she can to fight out of this. Holidead opening out, Jessie Belle.
Oh, with a heaping handful of hair.
Yank of the hair.
When all else fails, pull the hair.
Jessie Belle's prone in the corner. The kiss by Grit's taunt from Jessie Belle. Took a second too long. That taunt thing. Holidead take control of the match now. She's getting fired up.
Oh, a boot to the puss there. And Jessie Belle is stretched out.
Here we go.
Holidead now measuring Jessie Belle for something.
Get the crowd fired up, getting herself fired up. What you got in store for Jessie Belle?
We'll soon find out.
And Jessie Belle. Spine buster. Devastating spine buster by Holidead. Shane Andrews, what's he doing? Distracting Bo Browning. It's a 4, it's a 5, it's a 6, it's a 7 count.
Hard in boxing, a standing 8 count, but looks like Jessie Belle got a prostrate 8 count.
It's a no count right now because Bo Brown's back is turned to the action in the middle of the ring. Holidead taking a swipe at Shane Andrews.
I mean, I don't know if Holidead would have got the pin or not. That Jessie Belle's pretty tough to put away, but we'll never know.
We'll never know. Thanks to Shane Andrews. We saw it in the previous match, the presence of an additional person outside the ring.
They're both on.
Bo Browning doesn't know what to do.
I don't. It looked like both of them got pinned there. Did both wrestlers get pinned? After that swinging neck breaker there, Jessie Belle tried the back roll for a pin, but so did Holidead. They back rolled. I believe that both wrestlers may have been pinned here. We got to get the official decision now. Bad boy Shane Andrews in there now, holding Holidead from behind, leaving her wide open. Jessie Belle laying the soles of her boots to the fallen Holidead. I would have to guess this is a double pin draw, but referee Bo Browning was as close to this as anybody. We got to wait for him to give the official decision to Bert LeGrand. Now, what's the question? Did Holidead pin Jessie Belle Smothers? Or did Jessie Belle Smothers pin Holidead? Or did they both pin each other? Oh, next factor onto a flattened chair in the ring, and Holidead is stretched out, all 4 limbs in the ring, out cold. We're still waiting for some kind of decision. I don't know where referee Bo Browning went. I hope he told something to referee to ring announcer Bert LeGrand.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to the double pin Referee Bill Browning has declared this match a no contest by virtue of that still your RWA heavyweight champion with the women's division, Holidead.
Oh, both wrestlers were pinned. Holidead retains her title.
The suspended Honey Badger still has the belt and she will remain suspended until she gives the belt back to the RWA Dr. Fieldbag.
And now, wrestling fans, RWA Open season keeps on rocking from the West Newton Gym, West Newton, Pennsylvania. This will be our third of 4 championship matches on this 8 blockbuster match card open season for the RWA Cruiserweight title. Challenging is the one cool cat, Justin Idol, a man who was cheated out of the title several months back by wise guy Jimmy Cicero, or James P. Cicero if you prefer. Defending his master aggression, Super Hentai. One fall, 30 minutes. One cool cat with a few blows in there. Already at ringside, Marshall the Bull Gambino putting his 2 cents in. Already a factor in this match. Marshall the Bull gets sent down to the floor. All right. Justin Idol trying to set up now it looked like a fisherman buster there. But Marshall the Bull pulled Super Hentai out of the ring. This could have been the 3rd count.
The new circle working together yet again. The numbers game in play for the new circle early in this match between Justin Idol and the champ, Super Hentai.
Oh, plancha by Justin Idol takes 2 birds out with 1 stone at ringside. And also, Bert DeGran, we got this official referee of the new circle, this controversial Johnny Rankin in there as the third man in the ring.
Johnny Rankin is a licensed RWA official. You're right, controversial is a good way to put it. He is the official referee of the new circle, and maybe some of his decisions have impacted the new circle's activities in the past few months, but as a licensed official, as we all know, his word is final. Justin Idol in a bad way right now. His leg is caught in the rope. What does Super Hentai have planned?
And he's at the mercy of Hentai right now. Finally, he falls down to the mat. But overshadowed by this match, these two men, Super Hentai and Justin Idol, are two of the greatest lighter weight wrestlers in the history of Pittsburgh area wrestling over the last 2 decades.
Absolutely, Hank Hudson, absolutely. You and I both worked this game a long time. We've seen and worked with these guys how many matches? Dozens, if not hundreds of matches between Hentai and Idol.
I mean, Hentai in the late 90s, I mean, he revolutionized the lighter weight wrestling around the greater Pittsburgh area. Super Hentai, and a man that's unfortunately has been pretty much forgotten, a man named Vince Viper, later known as Double Budokan.
Yes.
I mean, they raised the bar not one notch, but maybe several notches over what lightweight wrestling used to be. This Lord Zoltan and his ilk, and these guys like raised the bar like 2 or 3 levels, with the Vince Viper and
absolutely they did.
Hentai.
But right now, here in 2017, Marshall the Bull Gambino, the numbers game once again taking over for the new circle. Justin Idol's in a bad way right now. And the funny thing is, Super Hentai doesn't need these advantages. He's, as you said, one of the best, if not the best, cruiserweight in the history of Western Pennsylvania. Doesn't need the chain, doesn't need Marshall the Bull Gambino, but guess what? He's new circle. He's got those insurance weapons in his back pocket.
If I had to name one cruiserweight or lighter weight over the last 2 decades to be number one, I would say it would be Super Hentai. Absolutely. Not to begrudge any of the others, or no disrespect to many of the others, but Super Hentai would be number one in my book. But now he's got in with this new circle ilk, and he's a different person than he was not that long ago.
Masked aggression is what he calls it. Masked aggression, and right now you gotta say it's working. He's got Justin Idol in a bad way.
I mean, Justin Idol is just so versatile. I mean, one-on-one in the lighter weight divisions, he's always been near the top or at the top, and he's been part of several great tag teams. All the Party Boys, Sexual Harassment.
Absolutely. Idol kicks out before 3.
Whether he's in a tag team or in a one-on-one match, Idol is always near the top of the rankings.
He can hold his own as he has for many, many years here in Western Pennsylvania. But right now, he's holding his leg. He's holding his leg in pain. Hentai continuing to work on it. The one thing about Hentai is relentless. It's that masked aggression he's got. He is absolutely relentless. He's staying on Idol. No mistakes. Very fluid. He's very aggressive as Super Hentai.
Yeah, he's only changed over the years, Hentai. He does less high-risk maneuvers than he did earlier. He's put on more muscle weight. He's almost as fast as he used to be. Not quite as fast with the added muscle weight, but he's still near the top of the rankings or at the top.
It's a sign of a smarter wrestler. He's adapted his game over time. You get to be a veteran, the high flying goes away a little bit. We both know that. Super Hentai, he's adopted his game. As you said, more of a ground-based attack, more of a power-based attack. Yeah, he can go to the rope every now and then, but for the most part, he's changed his game. And he's the champion. Who's to argue?
Yeah, I mean, that says it all right there. He got the belt. Oh, belly-to-back suplex there by Hentai. 2 count by Bo Browning, third man in the ring. Oh, excuse me, Johnny Rankin. Excuse me, I'm like one match behind here.
The official referee of the new circle, Johnny Rankin.
My bad.
New circle approved, new circle endorsed. Hentai continuing to work on that leg. It's been 3, 4, 5 minutes of nothing but pressure, nothing but offense against the leg of Justin Idol. We both know if you don't have your legs on you, Hank Hudson, you can't stand in that match. There's a whole lot you can't do. Justin Idol, known for being a high flyer as well, you need legs to fly high.
Like we said, Hentai doesn't fly as much as he used to, but if he cuts the legs out from under Idol, you might see him do a bit of flying to retain the title.
Absolutely.
When his opponent can't get out of the way.
Right now, Idol shaking that leg off. Johnny Rankin asking if he wants to quit. Idol saying, no, I got some more fight in me. Meanwhile, Hentai flashing the new circle signal.
And still, let's not forget about the ominous presence of Marshall the Bull Gambino at ringside.
This is a cruiserweight match, but I'm pretty sure Gambino's as big as both of them put together.
Yeah. Idol sidesteps the charging Hentai. Idol mounting the ring post.
Very nuanced. It's Justin Idol right now. Hentai with a shot to the perched Justin Idol. What do they have in store here? This is a high flag we were talking about, Hank Hudson. High rent district for both of these individuals. What do they have in store?
Oh, what's going to come out as a Hurricane Rana or a...
I don't know.
Or what?
I'm getting nervous, Hank. I'm getting nervous for both these gentlemen.
Hentai giving those headbutts, but he looked like he was hurting himself also.
Here we go. What's he have in store? This is unbelievable.
Superplex.
What is going to happen here? Very dangerous for both men. Here we go.
Oh.
Superplex. And you can see on both men, yes, Hentai was the one who delivered it to Idol, but both men favoring their lower backs right now. Both men falling from 15 feet high above the ring. That is going to hurt, Hank Hudson.
That maneuver has always been known as one that takes its toll on the giver and the givee.
Absolutely. That's a move where you know you're going to get some get back as well.
But more on the givee.
Idol's trying to get the fans by his side. Fans around behind Justin Idol. Hentai to his feet first.
So far, Johnny Rankin playing it down the middle, but for what I've heard about this guy so far, I don't know. So far, I can't fault what he's done so far in this match.
You know, you get excited with the prospect of Idol and Hentai one-on-one to see who the better wrestler is, but Hentai has so many things in his favor. He's got a chain. He's got Gambino, the official referee of the new circle.
Oh, the Saito suplex there.
The champion's advantage. Idol for the pin.
Well, it seemed a little slow, that count, to me.
A little bit, but it was 3 seconds is 3 seconds.
It seemed like a little more than 1 second between each slap of the mat.
Idol going with a kill shot here. Getting his leg fired up, making sure he's ready to go. Here we go. Fisherman suplex time. Coming right away.
What do you got? Why did he stop his contest? Because the Marshall threw a chain in the ring.
Dino threw a chain in the ring.
It still doesn't make him stop the count.
Johnny Rankin.
I would interpret that as Marshall the Bull throwing in the towel. They should give the belt to Idol. He got robbed of it a couple of months ago for no reason by Jimmy Cicero.
An interesting interpretation, if there ever was one, Hank Hudson, but that was just genius by Marshall the Bull Gambino. There was no other option, so he did what he had to do.
How would equate that to throwing in a towel?
And missing. Super Hentai, here we go. Is this going to do it? Power slam by Hentai. Oh, we've seen this before. We've seen this. I don't know where to go. Small package.
Idol.
And that was
Hentai was a little slow in trying to set up that maneuver.
That was pretty normal count, Hank Hudson.
Oh, good leg sweep.
That's what Hentai does. Go for a cloverleaf maneuver.
He's got it hooked in.
Will Idol tap? Idol is in the middle of the ring. Hentai has it firmly. Look at Gambino.
Marshall stretching the ropes.
Look at Gambino. He's pulled the ropes away. There's nothing he can do. There's nothing he can do. Idol's in a world of hurt right now. What? Look at that.
Let me wrapping a chain around his leg. The referee doesn't even notice.
Oh, wow. That's physics.
Here's your winner, as the result of submission, and still RWA Cruiserweight Champion, Super Hentai.
The official referee of the new circle, Johnny Rankin, never saw that chain being thrown into the ring. Not only did Marshall the Bull Gambino pull the rope away from Justin Idol trying to get a rope break, he throws the chain into the ring for Hentai to wrap it around Idol's legs so he can't kick out of that clover leg hold. Justin Idol robbed once again, 2 months ago, robbed by Jimmy Cicero, the title stripped for no reason. Now tonight, he's robbed by the presence of Marshall the Bull Gambino at ringside, cheated out of this opportunity to regain the RWA Cruiserweight title he never should have been stripped of in the first place. But nonetheless, it goes into the RWA all-time ring record book as a successful Cruiserweight title defense for Master Aggression Super Hentai. We'll be back with more RWA wrestling action momentarily.
Hank Hudson.
Still waiting for a bell to start this contest. RWA Open season continues here from the West Newton Gym, West Newton, Pennsylvania. We got the up-and-coming stalwart of the new circle, the protege, the absolute Thomas Mathis with the accent on the abs.
Absolutely, just like Thomas himself puts the accent on the abs. Coming for a gym near you, made his debut last month here at the RWA, and Cicero said it. He has all the tools. He's got youth, he's got speed, he's got confidence, he's got a look, he's got strength.
He's got a huge upside, and I'm sure the women have noticed those. I don't know if they're 6-packs or 8-packs, those abs.
They go on for days, though. And, of course, his opponent, the great Akuma, he's been around here for a while, both as a tag team with Jun Hado as the Forbidden Warriors and by himself. Really doing an incredible slam right there by Akuma. A great job over the past year to really establish himself as a singles competitor here in the RWA. After the team split up between Jun Hado and Akuma, excellent move right there by Akuma. After the team split up, there are a lot of questions about Akuma, a lot of questions about him. Is he able to make it on his own? Because he quite frankly has to, Hank Hudson, and he's done quite a number over the past year.
I mean, what I've seen of Akuma here in RWA and in other organizations, Akuma does have what it takes. Just a matter of him proving it in the coming months.
Crisp, focused offense, very disciplined is Akuma. Very, very disciplined.
Now, as far as Thomas Mathis is concerned, he has a huge upside, but I don't think he knows what he's getting himself into one-on-one with the great Akuma.
And one-on-one competition is very, very, it's very, very dicey, but great Akuma can hang with himself. But of course, as we've talked about every match so far tonight, you're never one-on-one when a new circle's involved, as you can tell by Jimmy Cicero and Dino Cicero on the outside.
Hey, there's always an entourage of one or more at ringside. We got the cheating cousins here, Dino and Jimmy Cicero. But Thomas Mathis, with a great future ahead of him. It's just too bad he got involved with this criminal element of the new circle. He could have picked better people to be his mentors.
Well, maybe it's an offer he couldn't refuse. Last month he made his debut, turned some heads, and among the heads he turned was Jimmy Cicero, the president. And when you turn Jimmy Cicero's head, that means something here at the RWA.
Yeah, I mean, for Jimmy Cicero to make Thomas Mathis his personal student, that says a lot.
Yep.
They must have a lot of use for Thomas Mathis to let him into their inner circle.
Indeed, the new circle.
Inner new circle, I should say. Yes.
Akuma, though, fighting back. And, of course, the presence of Alexa. Don't sleep on that outside the ring. Alexa, very, very beautiful woman here in the RWA. And, she's been on both sides of the fence in terms of her tactics in and out of the ring. And she's, right now, pretty popular these days. They love them some Alexa here in West Newton.
Yeah, I remember Alexa. I think she stole the women's belt a year ago when I was here, and now I hear Honey Badger has stolen it.
Yeah, she's got it somewhere. We can't find Honey Badger at all. And she's been suspended by Fuel Band until she gets that belt back, so who's to say?
Yeah, the beautiful Alexa. It's a distracting eye candy at ringside, but
Indeed.
It's not helping Akuma at this point.
No, right now, a distinct disadvantage for Great Akuma. 3-on-1, quite frankly. He could use that sword field back gave him earlier, I think. That might even things up a bit. Mathis just having his way with Akuma, shooting him into the corner after corner after corner.
I saw Thomas Mathis a few months back in another organization, one-on-one with Justin Idol. This is one of his very first matches of his career. Even though he didn't win the match, Thomas Mathis, I was very impressed. He didn't have any entourage at ringside, and he gave Idol one heck of a challenger before being defeated. So, I mean, Thomas Mathis can do it on his own. He just needs mentored and needs more experience.
But indeed, right now, Akuma's now Mathis trying the clothesline, getting nowhere. Akuma with the arm wringer. Here we go. Now we're focused. Now we got some kicks. What's going to happen here? Akuma, kill shot, move on Thomas Mathis.
Double knee drop into the shoulders.
Devastating maneuver.
All Thomas Mathis could do is take it. He had that Greco-Roman knuckle lock grip on him, and Mathis couldn't do anything.
All right. Akuma off the ropes, kick right to the chest of Mathis. Here we go. Elbow.
All the martial arts knowledge and the speed of Akuma, and Thomas Mathis is getting a good lesson here in this bout.
Indeed he is. Every match Mathis has in his young career, he's getting better. He's learning the tricks. He's knowing he's got to do on offense, on defense. And the Cicero cousins, they have something to do with it here in the RWA. What are we going to do here? What's this?
Oh, a draping, swinging neck breaker from the top rope.
We've seen that before from Akuma. Devastating maneuver by Great Akuma. Now it's a 3-on-1 fight.
Akuma's doing what he has to do. He's leaving himself wide open.
He has to do this. Numbers game. Mathis. Blue Thunderbomb from Mathis. Referee Tommy Trueblood applying a 10 count both men. Here comes Mathis with the cover.
Whoa! Very close.
2 count, but you got to admit, head coach, and Mathis did not have a lot on that cover. He did not have a lot.
Yeah, it was a devastating Blue Thunder bomb, but I guess he had a little more confidence in it than he should have. Oh, he tried for a kick to the face.
Akuma slipping out of the way.
It was some kind of
modified cutter
diamond
by Akuma.
cutter. Yeah. A dragon sleeper.
Dragon sleeper. Into an elbow. Here we go. What's this? 1, 2. He got him.
Here's your winner, the great Akuma.
And the great Akuma gets the dupe with the dragon sleeper into the elbow drop. The great Akuma, despite the 3-on-1 disadvantage from the new circle, wins this match over the up-and-coming rookie and protege.
He overcame the numbers game. Now, look at Bronco McBride, Super Hentai at ringside. There's President Cicero. Oh, wow. This is just a mugging right now. That's what you get for beating a member of the new circle. Great Akuma's getting mugged right here at ringside. In the middle of the ring. It's a 4-on-1 assault. They're putting the boots to him. Dino directing traffic from the outside. Alexa's outside. She's powerless. She's not about to get in there.
The new circle are not good losers.
Not in the least.
Setting up now. A spike pile driver.
Spike pile driver. Bronco McBride. Jimmy Cicero. Teaming up for a spike pile driver. That could have broken his neck right then and there. Unbelievable maneuver. Heck, Dino has the sword. Dino has that sword.
How did he get that? Yeah. Alexa trying to come in.
Alexa, she's trying to protect him. Now what's happening?
Alexa should be running into the dressing room.
Oh, God.
Akuma got to have some other friends in the back to help him.
He has to. What's happening here? What are they doing? Mathis is holding back Alexa.
Oh, they're cutting his hair, I think.
What?
With the sword.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
That razor-sharp sword.
That ponytail that Akuma's so proud of. What are they doing? What? doing?
Oh, they're sawing his hair with the sword.
Akuma's powerless. How humiliating for great Akuma. How? This is, oh my. They're using that sword against him. This is unbelievable. Akuma's been humiliated. Wait, what?
Dr. Feelbad is trying to get him to stop, but they're not listening to him one iota.
It's 5-on-1. It's 5-on-1. They're pointing to Alexa. Look at her hair next. Look at her hair next. Oh my God. No. No, 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 no. Okay. See, that's, you know, I'll say this, hey, coach. No, here comes, okay, all right, here comes,
finding the cavalry to the rescue here.
Taylor, Rodin, Idol, Edmonds. What? This is unbelievable.
I don't think they got any of Alexa's
No,
hair,
they didn't, Hank. They did not.
They had to get some of Akuma's.
They got a big wad of Akuma's hair, a big wad. I think they're using it as a trophy right now. They have it as a trophy. Dino's holding that hair, that giant lock of hair that they took from Akuma as a trophy for the new circle. This is unbelievable. I'm going to go down there and see what's going on, Hank Hudson. I'm going to try to get a better look at this.
Well, wrestling fans, despite all these histrionics at the end of the match, this goes into the RWA all-time ring record book as a pinfall victory for the great Akuma.
Then those of you that were here were able to see me put on a 60-minute classic with Shaky. And those of you who weren't can probably go right over there and purchase that DVD. But there were some things that happened in that match that I am not exactly happy with myself about. One being, I had that full beat in the middle of this ring at least 3 times. And I am not a man that cannot admit his own mistakes, and I did not take advantage of it. However, I think it's pretty clear to Shane Andrews and Jessie Belle and anybody in the back, and probably anybody out here who saw that match, I can beat Shane Andrews. So Shane, I don't really care how much time I need. 60 minutes is no problem for me. 120 minutes won't be a problem for me. So what I'm saying is that if you have the balls, you will give me another title shot.
said you could beat you.
Well, I'm pretty sure that a lot of these people saw me hit you with the cradle pile driver and maybe 1, 2, 3. So, yeah, I can beat you.
Look, I'll give credit where credit is due. We did have one hell of a battle. We did put on a class, probably match of the year. But there's something you're forgetting. I'm sorry, what? Your record against me is 0-3.
Well, I think we all know that that would be different if it wasn't for this redneck floozy right here.
Actually, the first time I beat you, she wasn't even here.
You know what's crazy? The first time you beat your mom, you weren't around either.
Listen, let's get off the phone, because I just got off yours. So I'll tell you what. Tonight I've got a special treat for you and all of you. I've got a very close friend here tonight. He's actually the newest member of the Bad Boys Club. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Colin Delaney to the ring.
And now, wrestling fans, RWA Open season heads into the second half, a one-on-one contest between the baddest man alive, Aaron Williams, and the newest member of the Bad Boys Club, Colin Delaney, with Jessie, Belle, Smothers, and Bad Boy Shane Andrews at ringside. One fall, 30-minute time limit. And your referee is Bo Browning. Well, Bert LeGrand, the Bad Boys Club has added a new member, former ECW WWE star Colin Delaney.
Colin Delaney has been a star all around the country. This is a big coup for the Bad Boys Club and, frankly, Hank Hudson, for the RWA.
Well, I've heard of him referred to lately as extremely cute wrestler. What kind of name is that?
You know, he's got ECW experience, and you know, we tend to think of ECW meaning Extreme Championship Wrestling. Colin Delaney took that ECW and kind of made it his own. Extremely cute wrestler.
Yeah.
Whether he is or not, I'm not one to judge, quite frankly.
Yeah, a name, that's like the boy named Sue. With a name like that, you better be tough to back it up. Yeah. Well, so far he's got an advantage on Aaron Williams, and that's something to brag about.
It's definitely something to brag about. Planet Williams' finest export, Aaron Williams, We know what he could do. We saw it last month. He took Shane Andrews to the limit. We heard them talk about it. A 60-minute match, never before seen here in the RWA. A 60-minute Ironman match. Shane was up on top, but as Aaron pointed out during his little speech there, he gave him all that he could handle. Right now, both men filling each other out. Kind of a stalemate so far, Hank Hudson.
Yeah, well, Aaron Williams trying to move back up the list of contenders. Certainly a victory over Colin Delaney should give him consideration for a rematch with the champion.
Indeed. Indeed it shall. Colin Delaney is a tough test for any wrestler here in the RWA, or anywhere in the country for that matter. We're very lucky to have him tonight.
I believe he had a lot of mentoring when he was in ECW from the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer.
That he did. Tommy Dreamer was very, very influential in the career of Colin Delaney, as are many of the other veterans in ECW at the time. He got a lot of very, very valuable exposure to Colin Delaney during his time in ECW.
If I remember right, did Colin Delaney sort of knife Tommy Dreamer in the back in the long run?
He really did. Kind of an ungrateful sort is Colin Delaney, but he's an extremely cute wrestler, he says, and
being extremely cute might get you a few more Polaroid sales with the female audience, but it's not going to get you any victories in the RWA ring.
Funny thing is, earlier tonight we had a chance to sell some Polaroids, and I didn't see Colin Delaney out here for that. Maybe he was preparing for this match. Of course, he should against a tough component like Aaron Williams is, but if you're extremely cute, now's a chance to prove it, right?
Well, is this Colin's debut in the RWA?
This is very much Colin Delaney's debut here in the RWA. Very welcome addition to the roster is Colin Delaney.
So he may have been preparing for his debut. Very important match for him in the RWA.
I've spoken with Colin Delaney throughout the week, and he's very, very excited to be a part of the RWA roster and the RWA locker room.
It's hard to concentrate on this match with the tall and sexy Jessie Belle right in front of us at ringside.
Indeed, as well as Shane Andrews himself. So the numbers game, this one doesn't necessarily involve a new circle as the previous 4 matches have, but the numbers game in full effect here in the RWA yet again in this match. Colin Delaney, Aaron Williams, not quite one-on-one, but let's see what they have to offer here. Look at that. Not exactly a sportsmanlike gesture from the part of Colin Delaney.
Shooting the bird in the RWA.
Here we go. What's Aaron Williams going to do now is ask for the fan support. He's got Colin Delaney in a very precarious position right now. Colin Delaney just wants to be friends.
And the very nimble Colin Delaney avoided that disaster.
Doing what he has to do to get out of that situation is Colin Delaney right here.
Well, I think I'd rather hobnob with Jessie Belle Smothers than go in the ring against Aaron Williams.
Any day of the week, Hank Hudson, Aaron Williams is a legitimately bad competitor, and I mean bad in the most dangerous sense possible.
Some of the RWA fans are getting a little disappointed in the lack of action so far in this match.
Indeed it is. I know it's a strategy by Colin Delaney, but we know in the RWA, Hank Hudson, it's all about action. Getting in there and mixing it up with top competition. And Colin Delaney right now doesn't seem to be wanting to do that.
The fans are getting on his case big time on account of it.
Maybe Colin Delaney thinks he's getting paid by the hour.
Oh, he's laying a trap there, but takes a lot more than that to get Aaron Williams done.
And the strikes by Aaron Williams. Aaron Williams might be the most devastating pure striker here in the RWA. As evidenced by that.
He even got a cartwheel in his arsenal.
I think they heard that one in the ECW arena, Hank Hudson. Oh, wow. Stunner on the ropes, a rope-assisted stunner by Colin Delaney.
I got to give him credit for that maneuver.
Unbelievable move by Colin Delaney. That's what he brings to the table.
Springboard ace crusher, I guess you'd call it.
A devastating move by Colin Delaney. Now he's showboating. Now he's celebrating. impressive series of offensive moves by Colin Delaney, that's what he brings to the table.
But he wasted a good bit of it by showboating.
That he did, Hank Hudson.
For what I heard about Aaron Williams, you got to stay on top of him.
Absolutely. Aaron Williams is a double tough competitor, maybe even triple tough. One of the toughest men we've seen here in the RWA is evidenced by last month's 60-minute encounter with the champ, Shane Andrews.
Who was the fall count in that 60-minute Ironman? Do you remember?
I believe it was 3-2, I think. I have to double check my records on that. I believe it was 3-2. A very, very tight encounter that was.
Well, if Aaron Williams can put away Shane Andrews twice, he's capable of doing it in a one-fall match and getting the title.
Indeed he is, indeed he is. But first, he's got to get past Colin Delaney, former ECW star making his RWA debut here tonight at RWA Open Season 2017. The chin lock, working the upper body of
looks like he got the bone of his forearm under the cheekbones there to apply even more pressure.
Indeed, a very, very effective maneuver by Colin Delaney on Aaron Williams. Aaron Williams powering out of that right now. Knee right to the small of the back by Colin Delaney. Very quick is Colin Delaney, very sudden with his moveset.
One thing I noticed about Colin Delaney from his ECW days, he's put on a lot of muscle weight. He also looks to be a far more formidable competitor than he was in his ECW days.
Indeed, he was, Hank Hudson. And, in the ECW days, he was kind of scrawny. And that was sort of his debut in the wrestling industry, really. That's a baptism by fire, but here we go. What's he got? No. Oh! Reverse elbow by Aaron Williams. Oh! Devastating suplex maneuver by Colin Delaney.
That was sort of a short power bomb there.
It kind of was. It was very, very crisp maneuver by Colin Delaney.
He's showing us some great improvisation so far on 2 or 3 maneuvers I haven't seen before coming from Colin Delaney.
You think you see it all here in the RWA, Hank Hudson, but here comes along a Colin Delaney to prove you otherwise.
And I notice at ringside, the other 2 members of the Bad Boys Club are really enjoying what they're seeing right now.
They approve very much of Colin Delaney's effort here in this matchup against the man from Planet Williams, Aaron Williams, the baddest man alive.
Isn't that sort of a paradox? I mean, Bad Boys Club and Jessie Belle Smothers, she's a bad girl.
Indeed she is. In fact, I think she has on her new tights, the bad girl, Jessie Belle Smothers. But it was definitely bad versus baddest last month in the 60-minute encounter. Bad boy Shane Andrews, baddest man alive, Aaron Williams.
Really, I have to admit that I would think that Colin Delaney would have been put away by now. He's really improved since the last time I've seen him.
Indeed, he has. I think that might be the MO of Colin Delaney here in the RWA and his other wrestling organizations. He got the national exposure with ECW, but that exposure, quite frankly, was not that formidable. So now he's sort of lulling his opponents, perhaps Aaron Williams included, into a false sense of complacency, and now he gets to rise above it. Very interesting maneuver by Colin Delaney right now on Aaron Williams.
Yeah, I mean, he's choking Aaron Williams with his own arm. I've never seen that maneuver. Another improvisational move by Colin Delaney. Threw all his weight behind that elbow to the chin.
Indeed, he does.
However, 10 minutes into this contest, 1 fall, 30 minutes.
Colin Delaney with another cover here. Bo Brown, another 2 count on Aaron Williams. Good look on Colin Delaney to stay on Aaron Williams, though. All it takes is 3 seconds to get the win, and he's got 3 straight 2 counts. All it takes is 1 mental lapse by Aaron Williams, and Colin Delaney has that victory. Good move on Colin Delaney to keep on Aaron Williams like that.
Well, it tires your opponent out to have to keep throwing you off.
It does.
He didn't really have much hope of getting a pin after the first time that he kicked out, but just having to throw him off over and over and over again drains his energy.
It's like Woody Allen said, 90% of life is just showing up. And that's what Colin Delaney is doing right now. You show up, you make yourself a presence, you make yourself a force. Be relentless. And that's what Colin Delaney is doing right now, although this very second, he's kind of taking his eye off the ball. You can't do that very long against Aaron Williams.
A lack of focus, period. He got his two cheerleaders at ringside liking every bit of it.
Yes, he does. Aaron Williams, a knee to the head in the middle of the suplex position. Trying it again right now. Oh, there's a strike. Devastating kick by Aaron Williams. Delaney missing with. Oh, there we go. This is what we come to expect from Aaron Williams.
But I never would have thought that Colin Delaney would hang in there this long against such a formidable opponent as Aaron Williams.
He's definitely improved considerably over the past decade.
Definitely has an appearance and ability.
That he does. Clothesline by Aaron Williams, back elbow by Aaron Williams. And now he's setting the pace for this match. He's the baddest man alive, Aaron Williams. Stinger splash into the corner. Turning himself into an offensive juggernaut right now is Aaron Williams.
Whoa!
A flurry of dynamic offensive moves just now by the baddest man alive, Aaron Williams. A 2 count. That was a very, very well-earned 2 count by Aaron Williams. Colin Delaney. A dive through the ropes by Aaron Williams on the Colin Delaney. Colin Delaney thought he had him outsmarted outside there. Not the case. Aaron Williams coming right after him, throwing him back in the ring to an advantageous position by Colin Delaney.
Draping him. A double knee gutbuster out of a draping position. Gets a 2.5 count.
And he had a good cover on him, too. He hooked the leg. A good, effective cover by Colin Delaney. Only gets a 2 count. What does Colin Delaney have to do? He's frustrated. He's looking to Shane and Jessie Belle for guidance.
I'm impressed by Colin Delaney, the wide variety of maneuvers he has. He executes them crisply and gets almost a 3 count. Not quite yet against this great wrestler, but who knows what's in the next few minutes.
There's a devastating right hand right to the face by Aaron Williams. That's what Aaron brings to that table, that unparalleled striking ability. Maybe he just paralleled it.
He really connected
right
there.
Back to the face. Colin Delaney now going for it again. Oh, wow.
They're exchanging haymakers and
Colin
connecting.
Delaney would have fallen down, except Aaron Williams broke his fall. Wow.
Oh, they're cracking the jawbone with those blows.
Unbelievable. Delaney and Williams. Devastating shots, one each. Oh!
Another improvisational move by Delaney. What a repertoire.
This is one of the most hard-hitting matches we've seen in a long time here in the RWA. Here we go.
Oh, trying for the go to sleep.
Go to sleep there.
Yeah.
Delaney caught it. Fisherman suplex. Amazing counter. Setting it up. Williams block. Duck clothesline. Oh! Standing against Zaguri right in the back of the head. Delaney is prone right now. Delaney trying to call for any support he can.
A tug of war coming up.
A tug of war between
somebody might get their trunks pulled on.
Yep.
Delaney escapes. Oh, I think he
Delaney looking like he tore his knee or something there.
It's just a ruse.
I don't know.
Just to distract the referee long enough.
See there.
For them to interfere from outside. Reverse rolling cradle. Reversal.
There it was. Reverses it. That's it.
Here's your winner,
the baddest man alive, Aaron Williams.
Well, the interference and I guess the fake knee injury backfired. The interference of Smothers and Shane Andrews didn't get the job done. Delaney tried to reverse rolling cradle, but Aaron Williams reversed it with a trunk pull to get the Duke. But now he's paying the price for the victory. We got a 3-on-1 beatdown right now. Colin Delaney and the other two members of the Bad Boys Club, Jessie, Belle, Smothers, and RWA Heavyweight Champion, Bad Boy Shane Andrews, 3-on-1 triple team beatdown. To the rescue, man of tomorrow, Daniel Eads, before more damage has been done. The man of tomorrow, Daniel Eads, is the challenger later tonight for Bad Boy Shane Andrews' RWA Heavyweight Championship. Comes to the rescue of the baddest man alive, Aaron Williams here, saving him from that 3-on-1 beatdown from the Bad Boys Club. And they're still jawing at each other. That just adds more heat to the fire for the RWA Heavyweight title match later tonight between Bad Boy Shane Andrews and man of tomorrow, Daniel Eads. The handshake offer is accepted between the baddest man alive, Aaron Williams, and the man of tomorrow, Daniel Eads.
Champion, Jessie.
and he let me down. I did not lose that match last month. He did. So next month, I got somebody new. Somebody almost as sexy as me. Why don't you bring him on out here and I can introduce him? My God! What a beautiful man! What a specimen of a man! I swear between us two, we just impregnated every woman in the building. Let me introduce you all to my new tag team partner, Sizzling Style. Would you look at him? Just look at him. Your girlfriend's trying real hard not to check him out. His physique is impeccable. His wrestling ability unmatched except for myself. And together, we are Sex and Shaky. You're pregnant now, aren't you? All the women in this building are now pregnant. Give me an opponent, I don't care who it is.
Now, wrestling fans, RWA Open season keeps on rocking with a 4-man Australian tag team match. We got the team of, I believe they said Sex in the City. I couldn't quite understand the name of the team. Consisting of the Sex champion, Casey Reeves, and his new tag team partner. I've worked with this guy on other shows. He calls himself the Dynamite that makes girls scream. That's right. Sizzling Stan Stylez taking on the team of the monster known as Big Lenny from the mountains of central Pennsylvania, and his partner, the man with elite fighting skills and proficient in hand-to-hand combat elitist Noctus. One fall 30-minute time limit, and making his professional wrestling debut as the official in this contest, Tank Logan, the referee. Sizzling Stan Stylez, the man with the 13-inch shake weight. And a man who just can't get enough of whipped cream. Every match I've seen him in so far, maybe half a dozen matches I've seen him over the tri-state area, gets whipped cream over the ring, all over ringside. You got to take an intermission sometimes after his matches to clean up the mess he made with that can of whipped cream. There he is with that shake weight again. Noctus and Big Lenny kind of commenting on the size of the family jewels of his opponent, or both of his opponents maybe. Referee Tank Logan is going to have a heck of a time keeping this match under control in his pro wrestling debut. There, we finally get the opening bell. Big Lenny with the dozy-do. We got a square dance in the RWA. For the grid, you get the name of the team. Is it Sex in the City or
Sex and Shaky? Sex and Shaky.
Sex and Shaking or
Sex and Shaky?
Shaky.
Yep.
Whoa.
That was quite the experience. Sex and Shaky here at the RWA.
And this match is only getting started, ladies and gentlemen.
Indeed.
You haven't seen anything yet from Sizzling Stan Stylez, let me tell you. There's a lot more coming from this guy.
I thought Casey Reeves was one of the most obnoxious people I'd ever seen until Stan Stylez hit the scene here at the RWA.
That was just the beginning of what he has to show.
Hopefully it's the end, too.
And our maintenance, our janitorial crew here at the West Newton Gym is going to be mighty busy in the next few minutes following the end of this match, because I suspect there's going to be whipped cream here, there, and everywhere.
They're going to...
Courtesy of Sizzling Stan Stylez.
Oh, man. Hey.
A Big Lenny, the big veteran, the monster going to work. Double bear hug by the monster. Oh, they're getting some shaking. Maybe not any sex, but they're getting a lot of shaky from Big Lenny.
Oh, Hank Hudson. This is just off the pale. Big Lenny's having fun out there.
Yeah, he's a easygoing, fun-loving country boy, but if these guys get under his dander, look out, baby.
Yeah, yes he is.
Now we got combat elitist Noctus. Let's see what his martial arts skills and hand-to-hand combat skills, how they fare against the team of Sex and Shaky.
Oh, man.
Shoulder tackle by Sizzling Stan. Out of pose.
He's put together, I'll give him that. Sizzling Stan Stylez is very much put together. He's got...
I was impressed earlier by the absolute Thomas Mathis. As great as he looks, Sizzling Stan Stylez got him beat.
I think so. He's got sort of it working all over here, but right now Noctus is working over him.
Noctus is not a man to mess with his fighting abilities.
100%. We've seen Noctus continually improve here in the RWA. He's one of those guys you just want to root for. You know, he's a young competitor, very hungry. He's trying to make a name for himself. A couple different guys, a couple different veterans have taken him under his ring and under their wing. J-Rock last month, and he's a guy you want to see him get better. He's a good, hard-working young dude, and you just want to see him really take it to the next level here in the RWA.
Yeah, all he lacks is experience.
Exactly, and this is how you get experience in the RWA. You team with guys like Big Lenny. You team with guys like J-Rock last month. This is how experience happens in the RWA. Cockpit hours. You got to get in there. You got to do it.
Yeah, impressive referee Tank Logan. It may be his first match, but I don't see any jitters.
Nope.
He's laying down the law. It's showing he's boss in the ring because the man in the striped shirt is the boss in the squared circle.
There we go. What do we got here? We got a suplex. Fisherman suplex, kind of, by Casey Reeves. For all of his showmanship in the ring, there is a part of Casey Reeves that can go. It tends to get lost in all the other, the follow-all, the histrionics, the hoosafuss, whatever you want to call it. But Casey Reeves can't go in that ring. Never forget that.
Oh, he just dragged his eyes across the top ring rope.
And not even the mask can help with that move.
There's that 13-inch shake weight that Stan Stylez is so proud of.
It can't be legal, but he didn't hit it with the shake weight. That's
if he keeps shaking that shake weight that way, he's going to go blind.
He's using it against the leg, which is an interesting option. This is the most shake weight incorporated offensive moveset I've ever seen in the RWA.
I know, torturing the trapezius muscles, a neck and shoulder nerve hold, courtesy of Sizzling Stan on Noctus.
This is
Stan Stylez' mouth is so big, I couldn't even hear myself talk with him yelling, and he doesn't even have a microphone.
No. And just to reiterate something Casey Reeves told me earlier in the back area, the Sex Championship is not on the line in this match. In case you were wondering, Hank Hudson.
I don't think Noctis and Big Lenny are very concerned about that. This is more of a match to move up on the ladder of contendership for the RWA tag team title. That's the prize that Noctis and Big Lenny are worried about.
That's
not some fictitious sex championship.
It's not fictitious. I saw the belt when I was in the ring. It's very real. I don't know how you win it, but it's very real.
I don't think it's held in very high esteem by anybody other than Casey Reeves.
I don't think it's an officially sanctioned belt in the RWA, but
it might be sanctioned by Playboy magazine or Penthouse.
That's true, or Hustler or something like that. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, or any other skin mag
out there.
Or porn magazine.
Still a lot of fight left in Noctus, and I will give it up for Sex and Shaky right now. They're doing an excellent job of keeping Noctus on their side. Because once you make that tag to Big Lenny, he's fresh, he's got a lot of power, he can make a lot of impact in this match. But right now, they're doing a good job of keeping Noctus isolated.
Yeah, this is the second time they've had him isolated.
Trying to fight back right now.
Match ready.
Excellent kick by Noctus right to the temple of Casey Reeves.
Yeah.
This is the biggest chance that Noctus has. All he has to do is roll to his left.
Yeah, he has an impressive flexibility, Noctus, but not great ring presence.
Not right now. The ring awareness, he was right there. All he had to do was roll over a little bit. I know he's pretty worn down right now, but a veteran makes that move, I think. But Noctus, he'll get there eventually. Don't get me wrong.
Noctus turns the tables. No comment.
Yeah.
Less said, the better with that. know Noctus still hasn't tagged out yet. He had his opportunity there.
Yeah. Oh, Stan Stylez working over Big Lenny in the corner.
He's hitting Lenny's stomach, but that's full of like pancakes and full of
syrup, full of pancakes. They're
like
in the
biscuits
back
and gravy.
right now.
Yeah. You got the sizzling Stan and Big Lenny battling near the entrance.
Meanwhile,
all right, Casey Reeves got the Sex Championship belt. Referee Tank Logan is watching
over
them.
the area.
The shake weight.
The shake weight.
Sizzling Stan sneaking up with the shake weight. Oh, an uppercut to the groin with the 13-inch shake weight.
But over by the entrance area, Lenny was fighting.
The cover rolls him up high on the shoulders, holding the tights, gets the Duke.
Here's your winner, Casey Reeves and Stan Stylez, Sex and Shaky.
Well, with the referee distracted, Stan Stylez sneaks in with the 13-inch shake weight, uppercut to the groin of poor Noctus.
And Big Lenny's still unconscious in the entrance area.
Oh, I didn't even see what happened to him.
It looks like somebody hit him with a chair when he was fighting with Stan Stylez. He is completely out.
All right, poor Noctus is at the mercy of Sex and Shaky. Double team takedown there. And wrestling fans, this RWA Open season heads into the home stretch. It has now come down to this. The heat between these two individuals has brought about tonight's I Quit match to a finish. Between the dark horse Bronco McBride and juggernaut John Rodin. One fall to a finish, I Quit rules. Bronco McBride accompanied to the ring by one half of the cheating cousins, Dino Cicero. Controversial referee in the ring, Johnny Rankin, the favorite official of the new circle. And we start off this bout with some attempts at intimidation. And now we get into the heat of the action. I quit rules. Juggernaut John Rodin laying the dukes, laying the soles of his boots into the dark horse Bronco McBride. Oh! Bronco McBride playing possum there. Catches the charging Juggernaut in the center of the ring and puts him down. Bronco charging. Rodin laying the knees, a pair of knees to the Bronco. I suspect a lot of punishment will be dished out in this contest now. Rodin with the fireman's carry on the apron. Very dangerous situation here. McBride escapes, however. Exchange of blows. McBride now, he's riding Rodin in the electric chair, and drops him forward head first into the RWA ring steps. I see Dino Cicero lurking a bit too close to the action for the benefit of John Rodin now. McBride with a headlock. Now he rams the cranium of John Rodin into that hard ring apron. No give there. Battling among the fans. This match, no disqualification, no countouts, no stopping for blood, no time limits, no holds barred. It only ends when one of these two men say, "I quit."
Hey, Hudson. This has been a feud brewing for a long, long time here in the RWA. They've done inhuman things to each other. Absolutely inhuman things on Bronco McBride and John Rodin.
Oh, I heard that body slam. McBride gave Rodin a body slam on the hardwood floor at the far end of the building from us, and I heard it very clearly loud all the way here at the other end.
Say it. Tell me you quit, John.
All right, controversial referee Johnny Rankin got the microphone so all the fans in the building can hear whenever one of these two combatants quits in this match. But I really don't like the choice of Johnny Rankin. He's too close to the inner workings of the new circle to be a partial referee in this contest.
That's true, it absolutely is, but who knows? He is a licensed RWA official as well, so there's that.
I mean, how he manages to keep that license is a mystery to me. He reminds me so much of my old days when I was a kid studio wrestling on Channel 11 in Pittsburgh. A man named Izzy Moydell. Mr. Johnny Rankin is the modern day Izzy Moydell. Maybe the reincarnation of him.
Could very well be.
Yeah.
Good old Izzy, yes.
Cannonball! Whoa!
Cannonball coming. You saw
that hurt Rodin, too.
It absolutely did. The impact of that. John Rodin is a very powerful wrestler. Everything he does has a lot of oomph behind it, a lot of impact. He calls himself the Juggernaut, and for good reason, too.
You ain't done yet.
Okay.
All right, I don't think Rodin wants him to quit here. I think he wants to punish him some more.
I think so. There's definitely that factor in it. I mean...
Oh, he got a choke on him, rear choke, only momentarily.
This is, it's the ultimate humiliation in this match to say I quit. Because, I mean, you're telling somebody else straight up, I mean, you're literally telling them you're a better person than they are. And that is so hard for any wrestler with any modicum of pride to do, is tell somebody else they're better, I quit.
All right, I don't know why Dino Cicero threw that chair in. It made it easier for John Rodin to get it than his own man. I don't understand it.
That could be why.
Yeah.
Kicked it right into his face is what he did.
That it had it all planned and it went true to a science.
That is an impressive display by Bronco McBride. They have a plan. Never count out Dino Cicero when it comes to planning and the operations of the new circle. Jamming it right into the stomach of John Rodin. And out into the back. Devastating series of moves by Bronco McBride.
Oh, he might have a few cracked ribs already from that first blow.
You gotta be careful. If you crack somebody's ribs, they might not have the air to actually say the words "I quit."
Yeah. Well, I think if one of the wrestlers is so unconscious, the referee has the discretion to call for the bell.
Does he? I don't know. I don't know how that's supposed to work. I mean, the only way this match is supposed to end is by one person saying, "I quit."
But if one guy is out cold, that possibility comes up.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is it is a grueling match. It is a testament to how grueling this match could be.
Yeah.
Think about it, Hank. You have to make the other person say, "I quit."
Yeah.
How hard is that? How hard is that as a professional athlete to say?
Half crab by Rodin.
A submission move, a submission maneuver. The ultimate opportunity for somebody to say, "I quit."
Dino Cicero pulls his charge out of the ring. There's no rope breaks in this kind of match. You could get caught in a hold and grab the ropes, but the referee cannot force you to break the hold. No disqualifications.
Nope.
The only way you can get out is saying, "I quit." No rope breaks.
This is all right. John Rodin staying on top of Bronco McBride. What do we have here? What? He's got the chair.
Oh, what's this referee?
Oh, referee.
What's he doing? Oh, he gave him a gut buster there with the chair in between.
This is now you mentioned this earlier, Ref. The impartiality of referee Johnny Rankin here. I mean, that was a perfect display of what you're talking about, Hank Hudson. He tried to stop him. Johnny Rankin knows full well there are no rules in this match. A chair is perfectly legal to use, and he tried to stop John Rodin from using that chair.
Yeah, Johnny Rankin's only duty is to acknowledge a submission, and "I quit" that declaration from one of these two wrestlers. He just stands out of the way and waits for one of them to quit.
That's it. That's it. He's not supposed to stop him, one person from using a chair to the other. He's not supposed to do that.
John Rodin's still worse for the wear from that code breaker, what do you call it, or gut buster with the steel chair.
And meanwhile, the fans are getting into it with Rodin and Cicero, with Bronco McBride and Cicero. They've really done a job of inciting the fans. That's what take your eye on the prize. Oh God!
Oh my! Oh, that's CTE City there. Brain trauma.
Oh,
Steel chair to the skull. I don't know if Bronco McBride's going to be able to climb back into the ring after that blow.
Wow. Ow.
That was the Masato Tanaka and Balls Mahoney revisited.
He is busted open. He's straight up busted Bronco McBride wide open with that. Oh my God.
Yeah, no stopping for blood if there is any.
No.
Oh my God, look at that head.
He is really, he knocked him cold. Bronco McBride does not know where he is. This is, he is disoriented. These are the extreme lengths you have to go to win the match. John Rodin, the Juggernaut's doing it.
I mean, not only is the trauma from the blow, I mean, the blood is running into his eyes. It's affecting his vision. And we've got a sword fight now. A swashbuckling chair sword fight. Give Bronco McBride credit. Most wrestlers would have quit after that chair blow. He's still trying to fight back.
This match, the brutality in this match, Hank Hudson, let's talk about that for a second. The sheer brutality of this match. I mean, you have Bronco McBride and John Rodin. whatever you think of them, whatever you think of the new circle, you have two of the most promising up-and-coming young stars.
Oh, McBride playing possum. Oh, and he gets a belly-to-back suplex into the pile of chairs on Rodin. Rodin was trying to set up McBride for something, and it backfired on him. Now it looks like a rear choke.
The brutality of this match could take years off the careers of either of these two young promising wrestlers. They both, they want to win.
Oh, a backdrop into that pile of chairs.
Pile of chairs. And we've seen this pile of chairs play into the scene before. 2 months ago, 2 shows ago, there was a giant superplex on top of this similar pile of chairs that effectively ended the match of a last man standing match. The chairs have really put a factor in this match. And
figure 4 leg lock.
Rivalry.
Rodin's got the figure 4 leg lock. What's the referee helping him roll over to reverse the hold? You see the referee roll.
Johnny Rankin.
He rolled over.
He's pulling Rankin in this match. There have been numerous opportunities with Johnny Rankin.
Johnny Rankin helped.
Yes, he's an official RWA referee.
He helped Bronco reverse the figure 4 leg lock by rolling over McBride. Now distracting Rodin. Now he got the rear choke on again. Oh, he's calling for the bell. I think we got a screw job here. Referee Johnny Rankin called for that bell mighty quick. I don't believe that Juggernaut John Rodin said I quit. We have no audio proof from the microphone saying I quit. He never brought the microphone to the lips of John Rodin for all of us to hear. He said that he quit. Referee Tommy Trueblood now, I think he's out here to dispute senior referee. Meanwhile, John Rodin is beating the living snot out of Dino Cicero with a leather belt. Controversial referee Johnny Rankin. Oh, he gives Trueblood the belt. Tommy Trueblood, the fans want Tommy Trueblood to whip the living snot out of Johnny Rankin. Will he and won't he? He will! Unfortunately, he only got 2 blows in. But I do believe that we had a Montreal screw job taking place here in West Newton, Pennsylvania. And Juggernaut John Rodin is the Bret Hart. And Bronco McBride is the Shawn Michaels. But nonetheless, I believe this goes into the record books as an I Quit victory for the Dark Horse Bronco McBride.
The following match is our main event of RWA Open Season 2017, scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the RWA Heavyweight Championship. First year referee, Rodin. And introducing the challenger in the corner to my right. He weighs in at 240 pounds and hails from Metropolis. He is the man of tomorrow and the RWA Pennsylvania Regional Champion, Daniel Eads. And the champion, weighing in at 210 pounds, from Atlanta, Georgia, accompanied by Jessie, Belle, Smothers. He is the bad boy, Shaky.
And now, wrestling fans from the West Newton Gym, West Newton, Pennsylvania, it just doesn't get any better than this. Our final match and main event of RWA Open season for the RWA Heavyweight Championship, a battle of the champions. Bad boy Shane Andrews defending the RWA Heavyweight title against the current RWA Pennsylvania Regional Champion, the man of tomorrow, Daniel Eads. One fall, 1 hour, and a military press slam! Only 15 seconds into the match by Daniel Eads makes Shane Andrews roll to the floor to escape the wrath of his challenger. Jessie Belle giving a pep talk at ringside to her man, bad boy Shane Andrews. Several months back, these two met one other time for the RWA Heavyweight title, and it was at that match where Jessie Belle and Shane Andrews sort of changed their attitude of the way they wrestle, their style. They had their hands full defending the title against Daniel Eads and gave Mr. Eads his first defeat here in RWA a couple of months back in a successful defense of the title. I know Daniel Eads gets his second crack at the title, and he's going full bore.
I can't think of a more anticipated main event in a long, long time here in the RWA. Shane Andrews, Daniel Eads, Part 2. He wants this one, just Daniel Eads. I've never seen him more focused. And Daniel Eads in default mode is one of the most focused wrestlers you'll find.
I can tell by the reaction of the fans that how badly they want to see this rematch. Daniel Eads with a charge. A handstand on the top rope. What's going to come out of this? Oh, he lets gravity do its thing. A double kick into the upper chest of the champion. Gets a 2 count from referee Bo Browning. One fall, 1 hour for the RWA Heavyweight Championship. Daniel Eads, he might be going for the finisher now. Measuring his foe.
Indeed.
Going for the choke slam, I believe. Oh, it's sort of a choke slam takedown, not a lift for a choke slam. So he's now out to the apron. Springboards. No, he tried to springboard, but Jessie Belle Smothers pulled the legs out from under Daniel Eads, and he cracked his head on the apron going down. Already Jessie Belle Smothers a factor in this match.
You knew it would happen.
Now stomping the challenger at ringside.
The numbers game has affected every match on the card tonight, Hank Hudson. It's an amazing thing to watch.
Yeah, almost without fail. All 8 matches tonight. That's where Dr. Feelgood's got to put his foot down, or Dr. Feelbad, I should say.
I was going to say, get your feelings right.
Yeah.
I take that back.
He would make the fans.
I'd say the tag team match, but there could be some outside interference with the tag team match with Big Lenny and Noctus in the in section Shaky.
Yeah, something happened at the curtain over there that we didn't notice.
There was interference there, but until that interference happened, it was 2-on-2.
Yeah.
To the best of our knowledge.
Yeah.
So that was the only match tonight.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened there. That could have been interference.
Give it a ghost. Give it the win.
Maybe our cameras picked it up. We'll see on the DVD later.
We'll check it out. Maybe check out the Facebook page.
But back to this championship match. Now it's a bad boy in the driver's seat.
I've long maintained, Hank Hudson, there is no more fluid wrestler I've seen in a long time than Daniel Eads. One move leads to another. Very seamless. Very natural. No wasted motion with Daniel Eads. And we know Shane Andrews' striking ability, being taught by the legendary late great Mr. Fuji.
I just noticed now that Daniel Eads has, was it Flojo tights on?
He does. It actually helps the blood flow to his body. Daniel Eads is so centered on his body and his presence. Everything with Daniel Eads is measured. I've never seen a wrestler more into himself, into his ability than Daniel Eads. And that's not a bad thing. That's not narcissism. That's somebody who knows very much what he's capable of, is Daniel Eads.
Charging again, for another boot to the face, running the length of the ring. I mean, this is the 8th fight. We've had 7 outstanding matches, and whoa, that was 2 and 30 seconds there.
An unbelievable card tonight, Hank Hudson. This is a great event. RWA Open Season 2017. The people who are going to buy the DVD and download this digitally from Sorgatron Media are in for a treat, to be sure.
We got a near capacity crowd enjoying it in person. I'm sure the DVD sales and the digital downloads will be through the roof.
Everything, man. Everything, Hank Hudson. This is a beautiful night here at the RWA.
And Jessie Belle with some trash talk from ringside.
All right, here we go. Now Shane Andrews is setting the pace for this match. That's what he has to do against somebody who is such an offensive force as Daniel Eads. Shane Andrews has to set the pace. He has to put Daniel Eads on notice that this is Shane Andrews' match. He has the champion's advantage, but as we've seen from Shane Andrews in the past, no matter what you think of him, he is somebody who takes the match on the level. He will not take advantage of the champion's advantage. Shane Andrews is a fighter. Shane Andrews is a warrior.
Leroy Sky with that high-flying drop kick. Jessie Belle celebrates prematurely at ringside, doing a dance.
No matter what you think of Shane Andrews, there's no kick out 2.5. There's no bigger competitor in the RWA than Shane Andrews. He has a chip on his shoulder a mile high.
You can't beat him, chants the crowd. I'm sure every red-blooded male in attendance tonight enjoyed that dance by Jessie Belle Smothers in front of the ring there.
Indeed, but the irony of the "you can't beat him" chant for Shane Andrews is the only person so far who has beaten him. And that's got to be in the back of the mind of Daniel Eads.
Whoa, he caught him in midair with an ace crusher.
Ace crusher midair. Daniel Eads was going some serious air. Shane Andrews met him and met him hard.
Now, I wasn't present for their previous meeting. From what all I heard, though, there was a lot of ill maneuvering between Jessie Belle and Shane Andrews during that match.
She made herself a presence and not in a way that was advantageous to Daniel Eads, to be sure, Hank Hudson.
It wasn't exactly a fair and square, successful defense of the title from what I heard.
Look at that cover by Shane Andrews. It was a very arrogant cover. He's trying to get in Daniel Eads' head. He knows full well he's not going to beat Daniel Eads that way. He's trying to send a message to Daniel Eads, and I don't know if it's a message worth sending.
And what he should be doing is what Colin Delaney did earlier. Keep this, as soon as he gets kicked off, power on your opponent again.
Right, keep the pressure on him.
And make him tire himself, keep throwing you off.
He's doing it right now.
I'm impressed by how knowledgeable these RWA fans are. They know the history of what happened on the previous shows.
Yes, they do.
And they show it in their chants during the matches.
They do. They absolutely do. And Daniel Eads is one of the most popular competitors in the RWA. The reactions Daniel Eads gets are second to none, quite frankly. And we know how much the fans get behind their favorites here, be it Taylor, Edmonds, Gory, some of the other stars of the RWA, past and present. Eads is right up there in terms of popularity.
Looks like Shane Andrews might be getting a little frustrated. He can't put away his challenger, Daniel Eads.
Trying to get behind Daniel Eads as best they can.
That's how bad boy Shane Andrews used to be such a big fan favorite here, and just a matter of a few months now, it's gone in 180 degrees in the opposite direction.
Well, Shane's had it in. I mean, when he first set foot in the RWA, along with Nicholas Esteban Taylor, one of his best friends and partners in the Bad Boys Club, when they first set foot in the RWA, they weren't popular. They were not liked. Eventually, the fans respected Shane Andrews. They got behind him second to none. I mean, the wedding they had last year, 2 years ago, Shane and Jessie Belle was one of the most monumental moments in the history of the RWA. But since then, as you noted, things have changed. Their attitudes have gotten a little more sour, and as a result, the fans have not taken as kindly to what they do in the ring. Superman uppercut by Daniel Eads. This is where the fluid offense comes in from Daniel Eads. Look at that. Look at that agility.
Good agility, yeah. Springboard right to the top rope without even a shake or a wobble. A perfect maneuver there.
Here we go. Headbutt. Shane Andrews knocks him off with a series of headbutts, a series of strikes. Shane Andrews going for the top. What does he have in mind?
10 minutes go by, 10 minutes.
He's soaking it in. He might be taking a second too long here. He is! He rolls right through it, though. Superman punch, Daniel Eads! He's put away so many competitors with that Superman punch. Here it is, 2.5. Shane Andrews kicks out for the Superman punch, which has done away so many top-level competitors here in the RWA. Almost put away Shane Andrews for the biggest prize in the game, the RWA heavyweight title. Trying to lobby with the referee, Bo Browning, about just how close that was.
The fans chanting, "Man of Tomorrow."
Man of Tomorrow, Daniel Eads. They love him. They absolutely love the guy. Trying to get Shane over. Taking a second to regroup. Do it again. Trying again, Shane! Blocks through.
Try for the reverse rolling cradle. And Eads holds onto the rope.
Discus punch, super kick by Shane Andrews. The educated feet of Shane Andrews coming into play right here. 2 strikes, Eads is down, 2.5 count by Bo Browning.
Not quite yet. There's that chant again, you can't beat him.
And Shane knows he can. He just has to find that mental reserve in his brain that says, yeah, you know what, guys, I can beat him, and here's how. He's got to find that.
Well, at least so far, Jessie Belle's been a minimal factor. She interfered early in the match, but not lately.
Chokeslam by Eads on to Shane Andrews.
And he sits out for more power in it.
Just like that. Just like that. Eads go to the top rope. It's a struggle now. It's not quite jumping up and down like he did earlier. Eads has had a lot taken out of him. Jessie Belle, there's that interference you're talking about.
Yeah, I spoke a little too soon. Oh, Jessie Belle got some shoe leather in her face.
Got some shoe leather there. Try. I guess that's what Jessie Belle gets. Shane ducks through. Cross body.
A little low with
Doesn't get all of it. Eads with the cradle. Death Valley driver perhaps.
Kind of of a modified Michinoku driver there.
Look at this. It's Colin Delaney. Colin Delaney interfering on Shane's behalf.
I couldn't tell if it was a Death Alley driver or a modified Michinoku driver.
It doesn't matter. Had Colin Delaney to the ring, he cost him the match. He cost Daniel Eads his shot at the title.
But it was enough to worry Colin Delaney enough to interfere to break up the pin attempt and ruin the chance of the man of tomorrow, Daniel Eads, to win this RWA heavyweight title. Referee Bo Brunning calls for the bell. Looks like it'll be an outside interference disqualification victory for Daniel Eads. But the title cannot change hands on pin or submission. Therefore, Bad Boy Shane Andrews will leave this building, unfortunately, as RWA Heavyweight Champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bo Browning has awarded this match as a result of disqualification to the man of tomorrow, Daniel Eads. But for the rules of the RWA, still your RWA Heavyweight Champion, the Bad Boy, Shane Andrews.
Well, we got the official rolling. Bad Boy Shane Andrews saved his title on a disqualification. The winner, Daniel Eads, he gets the winner's loot as far as the prize money is concerned, the winner's purse, but he doesn't get what he really wanted, the RWA Heavyweight Championship. That still leaves with the loser of the match, Bad Boy Shane Andrews. Well, wrestling fans, this has been a fantastic night of wrestling. 8 blockbuster matches, 4 RWA Championship bouts, RWA Open Season 2017. What a night of wrestling. And it all happens again here in the RWA, the West Newton Gym, West Newton, Pennsylvania, on Saturday, December the 16th. The RWA returns 4 weeks after this night with more great action like you just saw tonight. On behalf of Old School Burt LeGrand, Dr. Feelbad, and the entire RWA, let me just say thank you and good night from the Renegade Wrestling Alliance and RWA Open Season.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.